Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's AceTrainerNinja here today, my dudes, with a brand new episode of our Minecraft survival series here on the UnityCraft server. Now today, my dudes, we have a little bit of a different plan than what we normally do. I know we've gotten into the habit of having our to-do list written down at the beginning of every episode to help you guys kind of get an idea of how the pace of the video is gonna go, what we have left to do, and all that kind of stuff. And I've been really enjoying that, and we're gonna stick to that. But you've caught me out here in the woods collecting wood because I have a lot of stuff that I need to do today and a lot of odd jobs that need to get done. And I was gonna try to do it all between episodes, but I realized that these odd jobs, these small tasks, they're all part of the Minecraft experience. And I have a lot to do. I think we might as well make an episode out of it. You know, squeeze the content. It's been a little while since we've had an odd jobs type video. I think last one was like what, episode 10, 11, something like that. I just checked, it was indeed episode 10. So I think we're just about due another odd jobs type video. So right now I'm collecting wood to make some note blocks for our shop. I'm still working on stocking that thing. It's been a lot more work than I expected it to be, and I needed so much wood. So much wood. This has been ridiculous. I've spent, I'm guessing, but I think it's been somewhere like maybe 7 or 8 diamond blocks at Star Shop getting wood. It's gotten to the point that I have decided to come out here and start mining my own wood instead of just buying it, because like I'm not made of money. And it's also given me an idea to pretty soon set up maybe just an oak wood farm so that we can consistently get decent amounts of wood for crafting purposes, because we need wood for chests, for hoppers, we need wood for note blocks, and I think there's one other thing that needs wood. Daylight sensors. Yeah, daylight sensors need wood. And I'm gonna stop collecting the leaves, I think, because I don't need any more leaves than that for right now. I've just been collecting the leaves because I hate to see blocks go to waste. Perfectly good blocks. And oak leaves are my favorite, but I don't think I need any more than this. Anyway, I'm gonna collect a few more stacks, and then I'll meet you guys back at the industrial district to get some crafting done. And now, with the wood we have collected from our many hours of tree collection, let's see what we can do here. Hold on. I need to put these leaves down. I should have cleaned my inventory before I came over here. I literally came straight. Okay. I got a little bit of iron to put that down. I don't need the saplings or the apples, the sticks. Alright, let's craft up some of this wood. Let's craft up some of these note blocks. What? Only one note block? Holy cow. Okay. That's all I got. That's all I got. From like 20, 30 minutes of tree collection. That's all I got. Now you guys can see the problem. Maybe you can understand why we need an entire episode dedicated to this stuff. And we're gonna need a tree farm. You know what? This is not the way. We're big brain. We do big brain redstone here. This is not. Why are we doing it this way? You know what? Give me a second. Now this is a little more like it. This is how we do tree farms as big brain redstoners. I promise it's working. This one just doesn't want to grow. Boom. There you go. You saw that? Okay. So it's obviously working. I have done a little bit of customizing of a design that I borrowed from a YouTuber. I'm drawing a blank on the name. Mr. Cat is his name. I went back on the YouTubes and found my history to find the video, which I don't think he necessarily thought up on his own, because I've kind of seen this before, but that is the video I watched to get this idea. I then added this portion, which redirects the logs as they grow, which is pretty nice. So we can loop this thing around a corner, probably off that direction would be more likely, since I have to stand here, pushing everything off this way to ensure that we don't get blown up as we're doing this. I'm gonna try to attach this straight onto a cobblestone farm. And honestly, the redstone's not complicated, so let's just build it up. You guys see what it's doing here. You can see where all the bits lie. I'm not gonna build it on camera. Let's build it up and give it a test. That went a lot less smooth than I expected it to. I thought this would be an easy peasy copy paste kind of job, but goodness, I made a mess of it. I made an absolute mess of it, but I've done everything I need to do. So let me just clean up my mess here. I guess we give it a test run. Let's see what kind of damage we can do with 17 saplings. Everything I think is wired up. I went ahead, wired that set of pistons up and around to the TNT duplicator. The timings I'm not so sure about, but we're not gonna know until we test it. We just have to make sure that we're not breaking anything. Unless I wired it to this switch, which would run into that torch tower kind of thing, like it would give the same input. Because I think this firing off could mess up the timings on that. I think it really could mess up I think it would mess up the timings on that. Because this system here is very timing specific. Like when this redstone dust turns on, it fires this piston, allowing this loop to happen, right? But it also fires off this piston underneath this, turning it into a 1-tick pulse. A few seconds, so that block would switch to this one, and then it would switch to the center, and then it would go to that one, and then it would go to that one, and then it would switch to the center. So it's very timing specific, and if I do something to mess it up, that would make me very sad. What I'm afraid will happen is if this fires too many times, it may not drop the TNT on time, and it might blow up that whole duplicator, which I don't want to have to rebuild. So I'm thinking maybe just to be safe, I should probably wire to this actually. You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm convincing myself that's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better about this. Now everything's wired up through the proper systems. Everything's going to be working the same way it always would as far as the duplicator goes. I'm a little bit nervous, just a little bit nervous, that I might be blowing everything up. I see some trees I should probably collect because I only have so many. So I lowered everything down a block, wired everything up because I was afraid that this may not line up quite right. So I lowered everything down just to be a little bit more safe. I'm still nervous to start this thing. I'm still really nervous to start this thing. This is the first time I've like tried messing around with this style of farm. I don't really know how it works that well. I'm nervous. All right. Okay, boys, ladies and gentlemen, I think we turn it on. I think we turn it on. I'm nervous, but I think we turn it on. Okay. So if I flick this lever, that should retract that piston, allowing these observers to start fighting, which should start powering this dispenser. I think that block is in the right place. Golly, I really hope so. And then when I flick this lever, it'll take the output from that as well and feed it up into the system. So flicking this lever will start that, but it'll also start that, and that's what I need. Big breath, big breath, big breath. Nervous? I'm big breath. Okay. If it breaks, it's your fault. I'm blaming you. You watching this video. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. Power on. Starts growing, tree grows. I'm stuck. I didn't think that part through. I don't know what to do about that. I really don't. Because those are just going to get blown up. But I've already designated a slot here. So everything should be filtering in. All of our wood should be filtering into this one. And we're at 40 now. Okay, I put like 15 in there. So that's pretty good. I think it's working. I think it's functional. And now I just need a whole lot more saplings. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy. Can you tell? I'm excited. We got a farm done today. That's pretty cool. Now I need a lot more wood so I can craft more stuff. I'm gonna spend a lot of time. I gotta set up a collection system because these leaves, well, these leaves won't dissipate. These leaves won't dissipate because they're technically close enough to wood that they won't dissipate. So let me do some tests, because if we could collect these leaves, I would really like to be able to do that, because saplings are not the easiest to come by. Alright, and with this last line of repeaters and dust, I think I've set up a little crushing system. I got the hoppers down there to collect everything. Everything's feeding into this barrel. Right now the barrel's empty, as you can see. Let's give this a test run. What do you think? Let's turn this thing on. It grows. Let's see. Do we get anything back? We got one sapling back. Well, this is better than nothing. Well, there's a sapling stuck here. Where did that even come from? Oh, you know what? I'm totally missing out on like potential leaves here. Okay, cool. I think we have a plan. Let me go slap this down over in the UnityCraft world. And one more. Okay, so that's half of this thing in. That is half of this thing in. I am gonna test it first and just make sure it's gonna break all the leaves it's supposed to. I have it set up right now so that it'll break the leaves above me, so I might catch a few while I'm standing here, right? but it's also gonna break a bunch of leaves. They're gonna fall into nothing. They're gonna fall into nothing. They're gonna fall into nothing. I haven't set up the hoppers yet. What am I thinking? Give me my hoppers. Where are my hoppers? Okay, hopper lines are now in place. Everything is wired up. I removed a few pistons that weren't actually gonna be doing anything to try to make this thing maybe just a tad more efficient. I have 29 bone meal, 1 sapling. Let's see if we can get another sapling back from this thing. We ran out. We ran out before we ran out of the bone meal. Okay, scoured some chests, managed to find myself a little bit of bone meal. It should be enough to let us test this out. So, flick it on. Tree will grow soon, hopefully. There it is. Tree goes up. Pistons fire. Why are those leaves still there? I didn't even get anything back from that one. But why are those leaves still there? Just an awkward timing, I suppose. I think the leaves just generated slightly after my pistons extended. So now I gotta copy that design, link it up over here, and we should get a little bit better output of leaves. You know, literally doubling our chances that we currently have of getting leaves. I am an absolute redstone genius. Don't at me. Look at this thing. I mean, it's probably not the most compact this could be, but it works and it's mine. It works and it's mine. That, I am loving it. I'm impressed by it. Put all the pistons in. Everything's functional and lovely. I have the hoppers down here, which I think should collect most, if not all, the leaves if they do drop something. I have 1 sapling currently in here. So let's turn this thing on. What do you think? Give it a shot. Let's give it its official test run with all the crushers and everything. Let's give it a go. Tree is in. Everything gets crushed. No leaflets that time. There's a few getting left out here. We're not getting. Oh yeah, well there's a leaf there. All right, let's turn it back on. I'm gonna grow all 4 of these, and we're gonna see if we get any returns. Okay, well I picked one up. Fell on my head. There's a few in here. It's not perfect because we made 4 trees and got 3 back. So it's not perfect, but it's something. It's something. It's returns of some sort. All right, very nice. Lovely indeed. Lovely indeed. All right, so we got 8 saplings on us. We are hurting for bone meal. Bone meal is gonna be a problem to get our hands on, but that's okay. We can work around that because we can always make like a cactus farm that feeds straight into a composter. We could even run this through a composter if we really wanted. Like, we have stuff we could compost if need be. But look at this thing. Look at that. It's functioning. It's all the good functions. I'm just gonna stay here and play with this for a minute. So I sent a message over to Miss Orange Lily, who has one of 3, I think, mob farms here on the server, and I asked her if I could by any chance slide over and buy some bones off of her. She said that I am free to take some bones. She will charge me 1 diamond per stack. Now the question is, how badly do I want bones? Do I want to pay a diamond per stack for bones? Let me check something. Hold on. Before we commit, let me check something. I think that Star is selling bone blocks in her shop, which she is indeed. She's selling 16 for 1 diamond. Now, how many bones does it take to make a bone block? Can I take apart a bone block? I cannot. Okay. So it takes 9 bones to make a bone block. So 9 times 16 is 144. That's 144 bone for 1 diamond. And she's charging 1 diamond for 64. I think I might have to buy from Star. I think I actually might have to buy from Star. Just give me that. Let me plop a diamond right there. Alright, let's break these up. What do I get out of it? I get... Okay, that's not a whole lot of bone meal. Alright, here's a test I'll be interested to know about. I'm gonna go buy a little bit of Lily's bones and see if a stack of bones makes more bone meal than 16 bone meal blocks. Alright, I'm just gonna right down here, just put a diamond in there. I'm gonna put all of this bone meal away so it doesn't get mixed up. And okay, well, I'm getting a little bit more bone meal from a stack of bones. That's quite interesting. Okay, That'll do just fine. Alright. Alright. Let's go back to our industrial district because I got some trees to make. Alright. And there we go. We're out of bone meal. Let's turn this thing off. We've got a pretty substantial amount of saplings now. We're looking pretty good. I got a little distracted as I was trying to clean up some of the redstone and built myself a nice little landing platform. I don't really know that I like it all that much. It's really hard to design something nice in this cramped of a quarters, but maybe I'll just take the roof off. I don't know. I kind of wanted to hide the redstone a little bit. Look at that guy. I just wanted to hide the redstone a little bit, but it's I don't know. It's anyway. We have gotten through all that bone meal I just bought from Miss Lily and Miss Star. It's time to check. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit disappointing. We basically got I need to generate bone meal. This is not financially logical because 7 diamonds, no, 8 diamonds got me. That doesn't seem to make sense to me. I could buy that much wood for that amount of that. Literally. Actually, I could get more wood. I could finish this stack with my 8 diamonds. Well, I guess we now know what our project is for the next episode. we gotta get some bone meal flowing. I'm thinking probably a kelp farm. It's gonna be the way we're gonna do that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Now, the next thing I want to do is head right on over to the shopping district because from what I understand, ow, my face. That interrupted my thought process. Yeah, no, from what I understand, there's a new shop that's popped up, and I believe we saw it a little bit ago, but I kind of tried to ignore it because I wasn't ready to do it yet, but we need to place an order. She has thrown up this really adorable little theater here that is showing a play. A little puppet theater, and what this is you can order scenes and armor stand trickery from Star. Let me tell you, she's really good at it. Like, basically all of the armor stand stuff you see around basically anywhere. I think Lily does a little bit, kind of dabbles with it. I think technically Sir has the book, but I don't know if he knows how to use it that well. But Star, let me tell you, she's like an artiste. Like look at that. Like look at that. I would never have thought. Oh my goodness, the curtains. That's adorable. Anyway, I'm distracted. She is selling her services. And in order to buy it, we got to read these books. Hello and welcome to the Puppet Theater. Here you can place an order for an armor stand scene. Examples of what's possible you can see here and at my base, so feel free to have a look around. So how does it work? First, you need to know what you want, or you can leave the thinking to me. Which you need to remember, I think in Dragon. It can be either a theme or a very specific request. Second, you need to know where you want it. By that I mean to have a general, preferably marked out area for me to work in. I would also, I think that's supposed to be it would also, but it says I. Anyway, it would also be great if you gave me a tour of the area so I can get a better feel for what you want. Third, the payment. To make it all fair, I have decided that the price is dependent on how happy you are with the scene. Oh. Basically, you can tell me how much you think it's worth, and I will say if I agree or not. To place an order, follow the example in the book on the other side of the theater. I hope we'll be happy with your purchase, Starshine. Alright. Okay, on the other side of the theater. I'm assuming on this side, not behind it. Who, where, coordinates, or general area. What, theme, or something specific. How big, small, medium, large, how complex. This theater I consider medium-sized complexity. Okay, sure. Where do I leave it, though? Alright, there we go. I'm really hoping this is the format she was looking for. Okay, so I put my name. I copied everything here. I'm assuming it goes in the book. I'm just going to leave that there and just send her a message saying that I just left it in the book. I didn't know how to handle it. If nothing else, you just delete it from the book, put the book back. I really hope that was the way she wanted that. Anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up right here. This has been easily the most off-the-cuff and random content episode I've ever put out. Like, normally, even with my odd job kind of episodes, I have a bit of a plan. This one, I literally just sat down this morning, clicked the record button, have done a few clips here and there, But we got a little bit done. We got a whole tree farm done, which is fantastic. We started the episode having to mine logs. Now we have an infinite supply of logs, as long as we get an infinite supply of bone meal, which we're gonna work on in the next episode, which is gonna be great. Hopefully you guys are excited for that one. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode, and this. Let me know how you feel about these little like, kind of random, odd job, off the cuff kind of episodes, because this has been the most like organic episode I've made in a long time. Like there was literally zero planning, and I think you guys can kind of tell that. I've been editing some clips here and there as I've been recording, and I think you guys will be able to tell this was very, very authentic, very not planned. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you show your support by leaving a like for me down below, as it always does help out a whole heck of a lot. Subscribe if you guys are indeed new around here, and share this video with your friends. With that, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.